We are in Wimbledon with my old friend and colleague Steve Flink. Steve, an active day, some rain, quite a few matches, interesting stories.
Yes, to me, Ubaldo, the best story was Juan Martín del Potro, the 2009 U.S. Open champion, playing against Stan Wawrinka, who, of course, in 2014 and 15 won majors at the Australian and French Opens. First set to Wawrinka, you think he's heading maybe for a straight set win, 6-3, and then Del Potro came back strong, won the second, took the third in a tiebreak, and beat him 6-3 in the fourth. His best win in a long, long time to oust the number 4 seed.
And with a new backhand, because when
Yes,
we
yes.
met Del Potro, when he won the U.S. Open, he was playing
Yeah.
almost only double hand backhand, and
Yeah.
now he's just slicing the backhand.
And he talked about that afterwards. It's true, and he knows he has to start driving it more. But on this court today, first week, court low bouncing, slick. It worked really well as the match went on. It bothered Wawrinka a lot. It irritated him, I think.
Yeah, I told Del Potro that he should ask the Argentinian Federation to change all the courts and from clay to grass, because he say, well,
why not, right?
Yeah, it's quite difficult.
But
anyway,
the crowd loved it, and it was a great moment for him.
Yeah, sure. And then you had the two Williams who were struggling. I mean, I'm sure that you have seen them all.
Yeah, I mean. Venus was unlucky. The first rain delay came when she was up match point, I believe, at 7-6 in the final set. She eventually won it. She got through it and came through, I believe, 10-8 in the third. But it was the Serena match which was more surprising to me, that she was pushed to 6-4 in the third. It was 4-all in the third, very tight against Christina McHale, who she's played earlier this year. She's had a couple of times against her, and you would have thought she was ready for her because McHale has pushed her a little bit before. But I never thought on grass, on the center court, that McHale could come that close to beating her.
So do you think that Serena was a little below her normal standard?
I do. Yeah, it was surprising. I thought she'd be ready by now, but she wasn't.
And someone also who was probably below his standard was Djokovic. I mean, against your guy, Sam Querrey.
Shocking.
2 sets to love to Querrey.
Well, the thing there, Ubaldo, was they're on court one. They got out there, I guess, about 7 o'clock. Court was sort of damp, and Djokovic seemed to have no footing. He seemed to keep falling down. He seemed afraid to move, and that really made a big difference. And then he started basically pushing every shot, and I think Querrey was surprised that he wasn't under more pressure. Tiebreak to Querrey in the first set, 8-6, after Djokovic saved 2 set points. And then the second set was 6-1 for Querrey before they stopped. So now, no margin for error. Djokovic has to come back. You remember a year ago, he played against Kevin Anderson on the same court in the fourth round. He was down 2 sets, but he won the third and fourth before they returned the next day, and he beat him in 5.
He beat him in 5, but he had to save 2 break points.
Yes, in the fifth. No, that fifth set was tense. This time it could be even more tense for him. On the other hand, I don't think Querrey is as dangerous as Anderson. So if Djokovic gets going tomorrow, I think he can come back.
Well, and then we had Nick Kyrgios winning in 5 sets versus Dustin Brown. It was almost Dustin Brown, the winner of Nadal last year.
Yeah, 2 sets to 1 up, Dustin Brown. Good effort from Kyrgios to come back strong, 6-4 in the fifth. He looked pretty mature to me in that fifth set. He kept his cool. We didn't have that excitable Nick Kyrgios, so a good win for him against a very dangerous, unorthodox opponent.
Yeah, so we skip from one man's match to a women's match and back. Petra Kvitova lost the first set versus Makarova. The winner of 2 Wimbledons is in troubles.
She's confounding. You never know what to expect from her. It shouldn't happen. She can go out on any given day, beat anybody or lose to anybody. I think she's her own worst enemy on many occasions. Today was one of those days. Maybe she can pull it out, but she, to me, seldom does herself justice. She's better than her record.
Yeah. And then we have to remember that Del Potro will play next match against the French Puy. And he was asked, Puy beat Donald Young, he was asked, what do you know of Puy? And Del Potro said, I know he's a nice guy. He didn't know much more.
Well, Del Potro doesn't want to have a letdown. I think he'd like to try to at least win a few more rounds to take advantage of the win over Stan Wawrinka.
Sure. And then, we have to remember that we will play on Middle Sunday, and
Yes.
it's the fourth time in the history of Wimbledon.
Right.
91, 97, 2004. We remember in 91 Rostagno Corners. Great
Yeah.
match, great atmosphere.
It was, but that was the sort of the moment of the day. Otherwise, it rained a lot that day.
Yeah, sure.
I hope that doesn't happen this time. That we have one big highlight and then the rest of the day gets washed out, because the forecast is not great. But they need to get these remaining second round matches done in the next few days, and as many third round as possible.
Yes, I have to add, I don't know how much the international audience is interested in that between Feliciano Lopez and Fabio Fognini, everything happened. I mean, Fognini was up 2-0, then he lost in 5 sets. The match was interrupted when Lopez was up 4-2 in the third, and at the end of the match there were a lot of controversial moments. Lopez said that he had been insulted by Josep Perlas, Fognini's coach, and Lopez said, in 20 years of my career, I have never been insulted by a coach who apparently is a Spanish like him. So, I mean...
Well,
so,
listen, Ubaldo, you're Italian. Is there any more controversial player in the game than Fognini? Always these things seem to happen to him, but he seems like a nice guy despite it all.
Yeah, and then Lopez said, nothing happened between me and Fognini directly, but at the same time Fognini said, oh, you have been breaking out my balls the whole match since the beginning. So, I mean, anyway, it's then afterwards in the press conference, Fognini said no comment to all questions related to the... While Lopez was much more, how can I say, he spoke much more longer about it.
I see.
Yeah. Anyway, Lopez won. Fognini said, you won. What do you want more? You have won. I mean, at least shut up. Anyway, and we will shut up too.
Okay.
Steve Flink will shut up. Ubaldo Scanagata will shut up. But we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.